Hello. So you wanna pass your OET, right? You came to the right place. Don't worry, I got ya. Okay. How you gonna pass your OET exam, or how I passed my OET exam? Immediately to the point. I don't have introduction. First thing, I'm familiarize myself with the exam structure. I knew about the exam, the steps of the exam, and the structure from A to Z. I put a plan and I decided which format I will take the exam in. Is it online at home, or online at the center, or paper? And to decide this critical point, what I did, I checked with the institutions that I'm applying for, which was GMC, General Medical Council here in the UK, and the format that was guaranteed and accepted for all the routes was paper. So I took it paper. So determine with the institutions that you're applying for which is accepted. Paper is accepted throughout, accepted for GMC, accepted for IMC, Ireland Medical Council, and accepted for ECFMG for people who are taking USMLE steps exam. Okay. My English sucks, and you can tell, but this exam is about technique, and I knew that it's about technique. It's not about your language fluency. No, it's about the technique and how you approach the exam. So I put my plan, I familiarized myself, I decided I will take it on paper because this was the safest choice for me, and started to practice the same way the exam mode. Okay, I went to the exam. The exam started by listening. My approach to the listening, you can tell this video is not for the people who are beginner. No. If you don't know the structure of the exam, you need to check the video about the structure and familiarize yourself with the structure of the exam. Then come and watch this video. This video for the people who are advanced, not for beginner. For someone who knows the structure or tried to pass the exam but he failed, not for the beginner. Yeah, so this video is for people who are advanced. When I went to the exam, for the listening part, I received my paper. There is a narrator. The narrator is the person that will start the exam. You will hear him speaking about this is OET exam. In this exam, you will have listening, writing, speaking. You know that stuff. You don't need to listen to this. When you go to the exam and they allow you to open your paper, the narrator will start to speak. Ignore him. Immediately start with listening part A, extract 1. You will find 12 questions from question 1 to question 12. It will be a sentence and there is a blank space. You need to fill this blank. You will fill this blank according to what you hear. Okay? So ignore the narrator. This is the first step. You have nothing to do with the narrator. Focus on the questions that you have. When you read the sentence, try to assume the blank space. Try to assume what the answer could be. For example, a patient has a backache and they told you, I had this backache after I left ... After he left, well, of course it will be an object. The answer was after he left a heavy suitcase. So try to assume the answer. Okay. If you ignore the narrator, you will get in 1 minute and a half, 90 seconds. And 90 seconds count. It will allow you to read from question 1 to question 12 twice. And it will allow you to assume the answer. Okay. When the speaker starts speaking, what I did, I tried not to focus too much with the speaker. The speaker that will give me the answer. Because when I was practicing, the more I focus, the more I got distracted and the more I miss a couple of words. So I want you to focus, but don't focus too much. Try to distract yourself just slightly. Distract yourself in a way that you will get just the answer. For example, I used to distract myself by tapping my finger on a table. Don't do like this in the exam. Of course, you want to distract these people with you taking the exam. Don't distract them, but you can put your hand on the table and tap like this while you are listening. This will let you just reach the right amount of the focus. Distract yourself like this while you listen. If you focus too much, you will miss the answer. That's the point. Just distract yourself in a way that you will get the word for filling the blank. After I finished extract 1, I immediately moved to extract 2 because I'm done with it. When I moved to extract 2, I did the same approach as I did with extract 1. I read from question 1 to question 12, assumed the answer in my head in the blanks. When the speaker started to speak, I distracted myself by tapping the table like this. This way allow me to focus just to write the answer. That's what we need for the listening part A. Okay. For the listening part B, after I finished part A, I immediately moved to part B and started with question number 1. I read question number 1 while the instructor was talking about the exam, which I already know. This part B, in this part you will have 6 questions. I know that. So I read question 1 and I read the answers. While I'm listening, I tried to figure the answer. And I immediately, when I get the answer, I write it and move. Sometimes the question would be difficult, or for example, if I didn't get the answer, what I will do, I will choose number C by default and move and forget about that question. I finish part B the same way, question and answers before the speaker start. And when the speaker start, I will choose the answer. If I didn't get the answer, I will choose C and move immediately. I finished the 6th question of part B, then I move to part C, which is a difficult part of the listening. Part C has extract 1 and extract 2, and each one has 7 questions. Okay. One mistake that I did while I'm practicing is sometimes I will try to answer more than questions at a time. Don't do that. So what I did during the exam, I just followed the speaker and I tried my best to answer the question on the time period that the speaker was talking. When the speaker passed that point, I will forget about it, even if I didn't answer the question. So follow step by step the speaker and try to answer. If the speaker passes a point which has a question on it, forget about it. Just continue the same way till you finish extract 1 of part C, and the same steps I did with extract 2. Follow the speaker. Try my best to answer the question on my hand. If I didn't get it, I will choose C and move. And I want you just to remember, you don't want to get 42 out of 42. No, you need 33 or 32 to pass, which is B, which is accepted by all the institutions. So don't stress yourself to get all the questions right. This will help you a lot. Thank you. Next video will be about the reading. I will speak about the reading, listening, and writing. Thank you.